How do you ask a girl out to prom? Do you grab a giant school theater? Do you spend a week making a animation of your guys' time together? The reason that sounds so specific is because that's what I did back in high school. Why did I do it? Because I wanted to have the best prom proposal ever. Maybe I'm a little selfish. I don't know. And just to make sure I don't dox her, well, I just changed her name to Lady Gaga. And maybe Lady Gaga will take me to the prom. But this is that video. Slow startup, but she's basically reading a book that she was reading for class, and I guess she said at some point she really liked it, so the book's there, and there's a little bird walking towards her. Also, excuse my singing. I try my best. Took about a whole week. I pretty much ignored my friends, any extra time in school. You know, I brought my laptop to school and just was able to finish it, luckily on time. I planned to get the theater at school, but how did I get it? I basically used my robotics club, which we won and went to Washington, D.C. or something, but that's a different story. I was able to convince my teacher to talk to the school to allow us to practice presentations for presenting our, our robotics or whatever. And let's slide in this prom proposal video at the, right before we start practicing. She closed her eyes. Start just putting scenes of our day-to-day, school life, being in one of my teacher's room. There's even a little note that I just realized is right there in the corner. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, which is what my teacher would say. And she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, and the bullets catch in her teeth. Life goes on, it gets we used to flip her hair in front of her face and then tell her, oh, flip it back like L'Oreal because you're worth it. I guess that old phrase. Dear Lord, I'm a menace. I was just trying to blind her the whole time. In the night, the stormy night, away she'd fly, dreaming paradise, paradise, paradise. Ooh. I used to want to be a graphic designer or an animator, but I mean, especially with the rise of AI, kind of glad I took a different career path. Also, you'll see how symbolic the bird is at the end. It's really cool. But by God, who let me animate? Obviously, I was still kind of new to Flash and all that stuff, and I had a very tight deadline and was still trying to figure out getting the theater and all the things together and making sure she would be guided eventually to the theater. She almost didn't show up that day, and her friend had to convince her very heavily to come to school that day and also not to leave early. So there was a huge chance she wasn't even going to be there. I know the sun must that transition smooth. This supposed to come out on before Valentine's Day, but since I guess prom season is pretty soon, I guess it's still the perfect time. Paradise. I remember making this. The dress was originally white. I think we ended up going raisin purple, which is honestly not gonna lie, purple is my color. Paradise. This could be Gosh, I am just a bunch of cheese. I am the cheesiest. Big cheese. Paradise. And I got so lucky with the theater. Everything pretty much worked out. Her friend brought her there, and obviously at the end of this, it shows us at the theater, and I was wearing kind of the similar clothes that was in that, and I asked her out to prom. And I'm glad she said yes, because I looked like this.